A Yancey County assisted living facility is struggling through a possible norovirus outbreak.
Yancey House in Burnsville has had multiple residents come down with an illness in the past few days. News 13's Evan Donovan joins us live outside the senior home.
Evan, do we know how many residents are affected?
Yeah, Tammy, we don't actually. They're not releasing that information. And in fact, Yancey House isn't even sure that it's actually the norovirus. They're trying to test for that, but they said they have not tested for it because all of the precautions for those types of GI infections are all the same, so they're taking the same precautions. Residents of this 70-bed assisted living facility in Yancey County are currently battling a stomach bug that could be the norovirus. People exhibiting symptoms are asked to stay in their rooms, but just how many of them are infected is hard to quantify.
There are very, very, very few that have it. This is something that comes up in 24 hours and is gone within 24 hours. I could tell you a number now, and in 2 hours it could be different.
Yancey House says they've not sent for testing to determine if it is the actual norovirus. These tests can be costly, and since containment control procedures for the spread of these types of infections are the same, they say they're following all CDC guidelines.
Extra hand washing, staying in certain areas, extra laundry washing, cleaning the floors, cleaning the handrails.
Norovirus could be one of those words that sounds scarier than it is. Health department officials say it's often used as a catch-all for a stomach bug. Symptoms show up quickly and hit hard. Vomiting, diarrhea, and nausea are most common. Luckily, it usually only lasts 1 to 2 days.
It's a GI illness. It's common. The difference with it, it's highly contagious, so when you have a norovirus exposure, you usually have a larger number of people that fall ill.
Now, Yancey House is limiting visitation to only those visitors who are essential, and they're asking them to use discretion, particularly those with small children or weakened immune systems. Now, norovirus, I mentioned to you earlier that Yancey House said they're not testing to see whether it is actually the norovirus or just a stomach bug. The reason why? Norovirus is not a mandatorily reportable disease, so the health department says it would be no different if they had an outbreak of the flu inside. They don't have to involve anyone or test to make sure that it's the flu. Reporting in Burnsville, I'm Evan Donovan for News 13.